Welcome to Good Morning Football, presented by Toyota.
That's right. Welcome inside Good Morning Football, everybody. It is a Friday on our beloved show that we have. You know, we were doing a trend this week that I fully had not picked up on. We've been talking about the quarterbacks.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to say that Goo Goo Dolls thing. You haven't picked up on that trend? Oh, God. Enough of that thing. I can't hear Iris anymore. I love Iris. But enough.
The way you just looked at me, you were about to be so annoyed if I was.
So there's this thing where they say, Mom, what were you like in the 90s? And then Johnny Resnick starts singing, and we're good. What trend are you talking about?
I was talking about the quarterbacks, but then it also made me think about how we were just talking about March Madness coverage and how there's always like the graphic on the bottom of the screen that says like 7.5 minutes since like so-and-so last scored.
Yeah,
Manti, Isaiah, like, do you guys have a ticker on like the last time we talked about Josh Allen, or how long has that been?
It's been too long. I would say it's been a little strange. Usually our show, we cover everybody, especially the stars, and he's one of the brightest ones. So it's been a little strange that we haven't talked Josh Allen.
Yeah, we've talked Lamar Jackson, we've talked, even Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, but Josh Allen, I think it's time.
We got to get back on track.
Yes.
Let's do it. Well, he was referenced in the last couple of weeks in relation to his wife because, of course, Sinners won a couple of Oscars, and Michael B. Jordan is standing up there thanking his castmates, saying, Haley Steinfeld, you're at home, you're about to have this baby. So, again, congratulations to Josh Allen and Haley Steinfeld.
The picture of them, oh, my God.
So beautiful.
Amazing picture. You see that one of her sitting on the counter?
Yes.
That was a great shot. No, I really thought that was cool. I loved it.
It was. So there's a bunch of things going on in Josh Allen's personal life, but we have to continue to inspect what's happening with the Bills. Coaching change, Josh Allen still seeking what he closes his eyes and dreams about, which is the parade route through Western New York, if the Bills could ever accomplish this. Here's what the Bills have been busy doing this offseason in 2026. Like I said, new head coach, a couple new players. C.J. Gardner-Johnson now comes over from Chicago.
That guy's been everywhere, man.
Yeah, he truly has. But we look at the man who runs the ship, the man who is under center, the main character of Josh Allen. Manti, where are we with the character arc that we have seen Josh Allen go through, but also, do you have any thoughts on the next chapter in this character's journey?
Well, when I look at Josh Allen and his character arc, you look at a player who came into this league and he was an extremely great athlete who had a cannon of an arm. Now you look at an athlete that is made to carry that crown that he now holds.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I think the craziest thing for Josh Allen is that he came into this league, he has one heck of a story, right? Came in as a project, right? And then obviously developed into this MVP quarterback. Won MVP in 2024, and then obviously in 2025 came up, he was a finalist for MVP to the big game. And I think that he's tired of getting close and falling short. Whatever that next step is, him and Brady and all them cats, they got to figure it out to put him in the position to be in the big game so that he can go ahead and reach the pinnacle. Right now, he's like that stock that's been doing really well. It's been climbing, it's been hitting your peaks and valleys, and you like it a lot, but you're still waiting for it to just go absolutely crazy. We're waiting for Josh Allen to go crazy, and for him to do that, he has to have a shot at the Lombardi.
Well, the move to make the next jump is they replaced the head coach. That's a massive thing for Buffalo. That was a huge deal. I remember we were live on the air when Sean McDermott was let go. It was shocking, but not shocking. Now you go to Joe Brady, who obviously Josh loves. Joe originally replaced Ken Dorsey as offensive coordinator. Now Sean McDermott. That is going to be Josh's guy, and they are going to sink or swim with Joe Brady. And listen, Josh is a guy who golfs a lot. He's at the turn right now in his career. Like, he may be past the turn. He may be on 11. Because I do not think that Josh Allen is going to be one of these Tom Brady guys. Like, I don't think he's going to be that. I think that he is going to play to a reasonable, nice, great, credible length, and then he's going to, like, buy a giant golf course or a farm or something and just be gone with his family. I don't think he's playing at 40 years old. So we gotta get going here, because in this movie that's been the Josh Allen Bills era, I do say movie because we see a lot of quarterbacks come up short, and Lamar and whoever else you want to say. There's nothing like the losses that the Bills have suffered in the playoffs. Each one of them is absolute cinema. And because it's Friday, and because why the hell not, here we go. 2025, this just happened 3 months ago. Here it is, the Brandon Cooks play. Brandon Cooks sat in this chair in this studio and said, it was a catch. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Well, their officials disagreed. Just a really emotional, gut-wrenching loss. Let's go to 2024. Remember that one? They're finally going to beat the Chiefs. They're going to beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead. Josh makes a crazy Superman play. Dalton Kincaid, you're an incredible... He drops it. Now, I'm showing one play from each of these games, and, of course, there's 30 of them. That's just a straight-up drop in the biggest play of the game, 2023.
What you never want to hear, catchable ball.
Yeah, I mean, it was right there. 2023, remember Tyler Bass? I hate this.
Oh.
The Bass kicker. But here he is in the divisional at home. And here we go, Kansas City. We got him. We're going to slay the dragon. We're going to go. We're going to move on. Nope, dead push. Done. Just incredible. Wide right. Tyler Bass, a very good kicker. 2022, this was the weirdest one. Home in the snow against the Bengals. The Bengals would go on to the Super Bowl. This was like a no-show for Buffalo. This game was remembered by Stephon Diggs gesticulating on the sideline and apparently calling him out, or it just looked all bad. The Bengals dominated this game from start to finish. It was the DeMar Hamlin was in the stadium game. And then do you even want to do 2021? Let's do it. It is known as 13 seconds, and it's going to be played for 100 years. Unless you look at someone like John Elway. John Elway, who is a similar talent to Josh Allen, won his first Super Bowl at 37 years old. And he had so many shots at it and so many setbacks. But you just hope in this movie, at some point, the hero has to get the girl, right? Eventually, or maybe not, but it's time.
It's like those actors who are in all these great films, and like, what does it finally take? Like your best supporting character, your best supporting, your new buddy, or is it like George Clooney and Brad Pitt? It only works when they're on the screen together.
Yeah, the charisma.
So that begs the question, like, what else can the Bills do to help Josh Allen out to have him avoid adding a sixth game to that list that Kyle just went through? Is DJ Moore the answer? Because he's new. He's a new addition for the Bills in 2026. Real quick, Kyle, a review on your 30-second take on when DJ Moore was added. Like, can you remind the people?
Yeah, my immediate reaction is I loved it for the Bills. They get like just a really, really good player. Like DJ Moore, top to bottom. Amazing professional player all over the field, has done everything, can make every single play, has seen every coverage, every cornerback. Like, he's fantastic. Not just good, not just very good, fantastic. It's a weird thing with DJ Moore because fans have a weird taste in their mouth about how it ended against the Rams, and that was a very strange play with the interception from Caleb. But I also think it was an outlier. A few weeks earlier, I saw him make a walk-off overtime touchdown catch against the Packers. DJ Moore will have 85 catches, top of my head, maybe more. He is so good. It will be so automatic. He's like Stephon Diggs, but without some of the stuff that comes with Stephon Diggs. He's just rock solid. Walter Payton Man of the Year finalist. Like, I love it for the Bills. Not just like it, love it.
Well, you mentioned, KB, that Josh Allen is Joe Brady's guy. Well, Joe Brady and DJ Moore, DJ Moore is Joe Brady's guy, right? So when they go back to Carolina, the 2 years that they were together in Carolina, Joe Brady and DJ Moore had probably his most productive 2 years. So you can only imagine when you take somebody like DJ Moore and the head coach, Joe Brady, who knows how to use the man, and then pair him up with his like star quarterback, what that could be. I'm hoping that it's great. I'm hoping that it turns into a lot of yardage, a lot of production, a lot of wins. But one could assume that it should be, knowing that their history is what it is.
Yeah, but also, in addition to that, when's the last time that they have given him a bona fide #1 receiver outside of Diggs? Right? They've been trying. They've been discount double checking it. They went out and they got Amari Cooper towards the end of his career. Then they went out and got a Brandon Cooks. They tried to draft a Keon Coleman, but you have the ownership coming out and pretty much saying that he's been a flop, right? So hopefully he gets on the horse and gets going as well. They've been trying to just get things on the low or reaching for talent, young talent in the draft. They finally went out there and said, screw this, man. Like, let's get somebody who knows what they're doing, and we know what we're going to get out of him productivity-wise, so that our guy has a #1 receiver to go along with James Cook, to go along with Khalil Shakir, to go along with Dawson Knox. Now they have weapons all across the field that he doesn't have to raise question marks about whether or not they're going to be dependable.
You know, we got the New York Post sitting in front of us, and St. John's is on the back cover today because they're going to play UNI tonight in the first round, 7 o'clock tip.
What is UNI?
Northern Iowa.
Northern Iowa.
Northern
Okay,
Iowa,
cool.
yeah. So we care about games like this, for example, because it'd be fun for St. John's if you're a local St. John's person, but it'd be really fun for the Cinderella stories, the comeback kids, if Northern Iowa wins, okay? Sure. So let's think about this now. You just listed, that was absolutely tragic, all those games that you just went through for Josh Allen. I actually hated sitting next to it and listening to it. And I was like, can the list be done? I'm looking at what you're going through. No.
Same time next year, Jamie.
So, I hope not. While for Josh Allen, this always seems to happen in January. There's another quarterback in the AFC who tragedy strikes as well, and it's come more throughout the regular season maybe, and that's Joe Burrow. Between injury and his own Super Bowl loss young in his career. So he's got a healthy Ja'Marr Chase. Joe Burrow is seemingly healthy. Josh Allen has DJ Moore. Who do you guys see? Who does it work out better for this season? Manti, go ahead. You got to pick?
If we're looking at these two different connections, right, one has established a connection with the quarterback and one is TBD. So when I look at Joe Burrow and look at Ja'Marr Chase, that's the type of connection that you see with Matt Stafford and Puka Nacua, right? That's with Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. Like, these are the guys that, even though we're showing T. Higgins here, it's okay. We want to go Ja'Marr Chase and Joe Burrow. It's one of those things where you can almost bet that number 9 is always looking to where number 1 is. And when it comes to who's going to the better outlook for 2026 statistically, I think it's going to be Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase. Now, as far as record-wise and what it means in the season, that could be an argument made for the other side, but there's no doubting the connection between the two LSU Tiger alumni.
You want to talk about the connection, man, Ty? Let's talk about the connection. Let's talk about the fact that these guys played a couple years together in college. Let's talk about the fact that these guys have played 63 games together in the NFL and went out there and created 49 touchdowns. 49 touchdowns in 63 games. That's what these guys have, almost 6,000 yards of productivity. The continuity between a quarterback and a receiver, we all understand how established and well required that is from a receiver standpoint. You have to have it. And these guys probably, I would argue that these guys have the best connection out of a quarterback and receiver in the league. Yeah, peanut butter, jelly, ham, and burger. These guys, I mean, these guys are just, they need each other, right? They are one. It's like Avatar. It's like the doggone, AWA. Okay, they plug into each other. There's nobody better. So I can't argue the fact that somebody can even compete with them on that stance. We're hoping that DJ Moore and Josh Allen do well together, right? We expect it because they're two great professionals, but we know what these two are going to do together.
They take their tails and they sync up.
Exactly.
They do like an Avatar. Yeah. I mean, it looks like it. Nobody's going to be better than them, like those guys. But I will say, the first year the Diggs went to Buffalo and Allen was still kind of a baby, it was rocket right out of the gate. There was no warm-up year. And Josh Allen, when he sees what DJ Moore can do, DJ Moore's been through it. He's been through it. A lot of quarterbacks. He's been through a lot of bad teams. This is going to be like landed in paradise for him. I think it'll be fantastic. As far as the answer to the question, like, this is why we love the draft. Like, they both have their first-round pick. The Bengals have the 10 pick. I have no idea who anyone's going to be taking, but we can reassess these teams after the draft. Right now, I mean, just as a team, I'll go with Buffalo. They almost always finish ahead of Cincinnati.
Let's reassess the state of the nation on flag football in USA after this weekend, shall we? Because Tom Brady is getting ready to play in a flag football game. Okay, we had Michael Rubin on yesterday, and we got to keep talking about this next on GMFB because we're going to play buying or keep trying. Because the question becomes, Tom Brady, he's talking a big game when it comes to flag, but we always have to ask this about this quarterback because, frankly, the way he walks around, he acts like he could still play. Apparently, he thinks so, and he even ranked himself, and he told Michael Rubin about it. Buying or keep trying, Kyle. That's next.
I really enjoy the pro wrestling era of Tom Brady's career. He just talks all the time and says these crazy things to get reactions. I really enjoy it. He's 48 years old. We'll get into it. Did you know that there are currently 46 players on NFL rosters with the name Jalen? 46.
That's a lot.
We made a game out of it. Perfect Friday segment on March 20th. It's the offseason. It's GMFB on Friday. Name that Jalen. Get in here.